We are live here at the Hollywood Casino. The Chiefs offense is driving. DeAndre Hopkins already has his first catch in a Chiefs uniform. It is 3rd and 6. Mahomes is going to scramble, and he is going to complete a pass to Samaje Perine. And the Chiefs are in the red zone. As you can hear, it is an electric atmosphere out here at the Hollywood Casino. Bear with me. Hopefully the audio quality is good for you guys. But it should be a very exciting day as the Chiefs offense is already driving against this Raiders defense. It's not that good. I talked with Graphic Raider earlier today. For all the Raiders fans that might be watching this, it could be a long day for the Las Vegas Raiders. It is Arrowhead West out there, by the way. It is mostly Chiefs fans in Vegas. Mahomes is 4 of 4 for 58 yards. And like I said, he found DeAndre Hopkins on the first drive. Handoff to Hunt. Hunt is going to be short of the goal. Man, they're just going to be so good running the football today. Again, I want to give a huge shout out to the Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway for sponsoring this channel all football season long. I'm out here doing a live show. They've got some great promotional benefits going on out here. You definitely do not want to miss out. Looks like we have an injured Raider on the play. Number 41. Was Robert Spillane. Actually, I was talking to Graphic Raider earlier on today. Robert Spillane was a big linebacker for that Raiders defense, and if he's not going to be able to come back, could spell trouble for the Raiders. He's getting carried off right now. Can't really put any weight. That does not look good. He's shaking his head. Listen, you never root for injuries, but that might be good for the Chiefs. So far, the Chiefs' offense has looked very efficient in this game. 10 minutes in the first quarter, 2nd and goal. They're driving. They motion Noah Gray. They're just going to hand the ball off. And Hunt is going to get pushed into the end zone for the touchdown. And the casino erupts. The Chiefs are up 6-0. And that is another touchdown for Kareem Hunt. He had 2 last week against the San Francisco 49ers. And Hunt finds the end zone again. He was short at the first push, but Trey Smith got behind him and pushed him in the end zone. And the Chiefs are up 6-0. That's what I was talking about all week. They're going to run the ball with Kareem Hunt, get him in the red zone, and find a way to push it in. The Chiefs are up. Harrison Butker pending on the extra point, and it is going to be good. The Chiefs are up 7-0. Great start for Kansas City. Great efficient start. You saw DeAndre Hopkins, the new acquisition, get a big catch on the first series of the game. You saw Kareem Hunt do what he's done best against a really piss-poor Raiders defense that cannot stop the run. That's going to be a key all game long. Can the Raiders stop the run? Are the Chiefs going to continue to pinpoint that weakness? Because I think they probably will. The Raiders cannot stop the run, and I think that that's going to be a recipe for success for this Chiefs team. Looking at one of the other games going on right now at the casino, Bryce Young got out of the pocket against the Broncos and threw a crazy pass in the back of the end zone. It was incomplete. The setup here at the Hollywood Casino is fantastic. As many TVs as you could think of with all of the games going on. And again, stay tuned for some of the stuff later on in this stream. They're going to be giving away some pen play cash at the end of the quarter. So definitely stay tuned for that. I appreciate everybody for subscribing to this channel and liking the videos all season long. We've had a really good last week with the DeAndre Hopkins trade. Hopefully this glare, I don't know if you guys can see the glare. It's showing one of the other games, so hopefully I don't get any copyright from that. But let's see. That would be a crazy pickup if the NFL got that. But we would love a Carolina Panthers win against a Broncos team that has looked a little too good to begin the season. But no, great start for the Chiefs. And honestly, I think defensively, the goal's got to be to really shut down Gardner Minshew. We were talking about this game on my boy Graphic Raiders channel. He is the best Raiders content creator on the platform. Definitely go check him out if you haven't. There might be some Raiders fans that are watching this live stream. We were talking about some keys to this game and that it was going to have to be a game that the Raiders really capitalized offensively using rookie Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers is going to be the guy that I'm really looking at in this game to see if Justin Reed can pick him up, because the Raiders have had some some success with Brock Bowers early in the season, and they don't really have anybody offensively that scares me. Their running backs aren't very good. They haven't been able to run the football. I think that the Chiefs will be okay, and the Chiefs have done the best job out of any defense in the NFL at stopping the run this year. So this Raiders offense is not going to be able to run the football, and that is putting a lot of pressure on Gardner Minshew to carve up this defense. But we are missing our number 2 cornerback in Justin Watson, or Jalen Watson. Justin Watson's the receiver. I always get those two mixed up, but Jalen Watson broke his ankle last week against the 49ers, and so that's going to be a big thing for this defense, that they can stop that, because that's a big loss. Mahomes is perfect. Butker just kicked it off, and we'll see what the Las Vegas Raiders can do. Again, I mentioned earlier, it is mostly Chiefs fans out there in Vegas representing as they do. We call it Arrowhead West. Hopefully we see a good defensive series from this defense and not let the Raiders settle in. You don't want to give them any hope early, and I think that the defense is going to ball. We know what this defense can do. It's crazy that DeAndre Hopkins already has a catch in this game. We'll definitely see him again at some point. Minshew drops back. They're going to blow the play dead. They got to get a false start on the Raiders. Yes, they are. They're going to get that on Colton Miller, the tackle. We were talking about Colton Miller earlier today. He had shoulder surgery in the offseason. He has not been the same left tackle, and that could be an area where George Karlaftis, or if they line up Chris Jones on the edge, he could potentially have a big day against this Raiders team. It's 1st and 15 for the Raiders. They motion a man. They hand the ball off, and he just gets nowhere. He gets a yard or two most, and he gets wrapped up. I don't know how the Raiders are going to run the ball against this Chiefs defense when they have been nonstop all year long. Hopefully we don't get burned by Trey Tucker, who's their speedster. He's their Xavier Worthy. 2nd and 13, Minshew in the gun. He drops back to pass. He's going to dump it off, and he is going to get met by 2 Chiefs defenders and get pushed out of bounds. It's going to be a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 situation, 3rd and 6. So this is exactly what this Chiefs defense wants to do, and that's put these Raiders in 3rd and long situations and get them off the field. Felix and Udike Uzama is getting the start at defensive end for this team, and would love to see a big game from Felix. We have not seen a big game from him all season long. If there's ever going to be a game, it'd be this one. And they say Joshua Williams is our cornerback too. He is the Jalen Watson replacement. 3rd and 6, Minshew, empty backfield. He's going to throw, and he's going to find his receiver for the first down. Just a blown assignment by, it seemed like it was Brian Cook, but Jacoby Myers is going to get the catch for the first down. Yeah, just a really good spot. That sucks to see if you're a Chiefs fan. All right, they're going to line up 22 in the backfield, motion a man, hand it off. We're going to try to get him in space. He's going to find the outside. He's going to get pushed out of bounds after a gain of 2 or 3. Second and 6. You would have liked to see this Chiefs defense get off the field after getting that penalty, but they've been a great unit all year. You have to give them the benefit of the doubt and that they can figure it out. It's 2nd and 6. Make Minshew throw. Make him beat you with his arm. I don't think he can. They're going to play action, bootleg, finds a wide open wide receiver who might have stepped out of bounds. They're going to get the first down, but if his foot hit the white line, it's going to depend on if he gets 15 yards. Did his feet touch the out of bounds marker? He stepped out of bounds. Okay. He stepped out of bounds. I did not. I'm looking at the other game that's going on right now between Carolina and Denver. I did not know Jadeveon Clowney was a Carolina Panther. They're going to run the ball, and he's going to get tripped up after a game of 2. A little shoving going on. It's Raiders week. This game's going to be physical. This game's going to get ugly. You might see a couple 10 to 15-yard penalties. Who knows? The Raiders have not had a 100-yard rusher this season. That's not a good sign for them, especially because this defense hasn't been giving up that kind of yards on the ground. 2nd and 8. Minshew's going to get the snap. He's going to hand the ball off, and that running back is going to get nowhere. They're not going to be able to run the ball, and now they're on a 3rd and 6 situation where Minshew's going to have to pass. They have kind of tricked this defense on the first two drive or the first 2 series, but hopefully we can see this defense get off the field. It's 3rd and 6. I would assume Minshew's going to throw this football. I would love to see the Chiefs blitz here, put some pressure on early. They are going to send – and they're going to get the first down. Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers is going to be a stud, guys. Don't like him. Hate that he's with the Raiders. He was a stud in college. He's going to be good in the NFL. That was a really good pickup by the Raiders and a really good read by Minshew to get that ball out so quickly because they were blitzing. Felix got to him just a little too quick or a little too late. All right, well, Raiders are driving. They're at the Chiefs' 20. They're going to do a little end-around trick play. They're going to get it to the receiver who's going to get 8 on the play. This Chiefs defense is kind of looking a little rough so far. This Raiders offense has moved down the field. Again, this is the first series, first scripted plays. We'll see what happens when the defenses adjust. But Minshew actually threw a block on one of the DBs. So it's going to be 2nd and 3. They're going to motion a man. They're going to hand the ball off. And Madison is going to stiff arm a guy and get the first down. You thought for a second he might get wrapped up behind the line. He did not. So far, he did not get the first down. They're going to mark him short. All right, it's going to be 3rd and 1. You got to think, though, this might be 4-down territory for the Raiders. Antonio Pierce is going to be extra aggressive. I would assume they go for this if they don't get it. Okay, they are going to give them the first down, so they're tripping. I was like, yeah, he definitely got the first down. First and goal for the Raiders. They're going to hand the ball off, and he's going to get 2 on the play, 2-3. It's not super encouraging that this Raiders offense is running the ball effectively on this defense. I will say that. That is a bit of a not a great thing. This is going to be a game where hopefully our offense has to carry a little bit more of the load than they've done the past 6 games. Minshew is going to take the snap, drop back. He's going to throw over his receiver, and it is caught. Touchdown Raiders. At first, I thought that Reed might have broken it up. He did not. And Jacoby Myers catches a touchdown pass from Gardner Minshew, and we have a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. I did not expect the Raiders on their first drive to come down and do this to this Chiefs defense. I did not. I did say that Justin Reed has been a little bit exposed at times this year. Kind of got exposed there by Jacoby Myers. So we'll see what our offense can do when they have a chance to respond. Really good first drive by Minshew. A guy that hasn't looked great this year. Good first drive. I will say the Raiders have kind of done this before, though. They did it against Denver, where their first drive was great. And then after that, it was not great going forward. So maybe it is a bit of fool's gold. Maybe it was their first drive that, man, that's man, I hate this Raiders team. But yeah, we'll end up seeing what ends up happening on this Chiefs next drive. Looking at other games around the league, Buffalo is in Seattle playing the Seahawks. They're up 7-0. Commanders are up 3-0 at home against the Bears. And the Panthers and Broncos are playing in Denver. And so far, the Carolina Panthers have the advantage. The Broncos are punting. Man, this would be the most Broncos thing ever to start off so well in the season, going 4-3, and then losing at home to a 1-6 Carolina Panthers team. And that, I think it's worth noting that one win that the Carolina Panthers have was against this Las Vegas Raiders team. The Raiders did not play a very good game. Shout out to everybody in the chat, though. Again, I'm live at the Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway. They are giving away some free pen play cash, and we'll be announcing that at some point in this live stream. But hopefully the Chiefs can respond, because this is a big drive. I want to see what the offense looks like after the first 10 plays. They should be okay, though. They should be okay. I'm looking at some of the stuff on Twitter. Najee Johnson might have got exposed in that first series against the Raiders offense. Najee Johnson did not look good. And listen, the lumps were going to be expected because you lost Jalen Watson, your number 2 cornerback. Maybe this game says that the Chiefs need to go out and trade for a wide receiver. That might be something that they look in, or wide receiver, that they trade for a corner. You could probably use another wide receiver too, but you definitely might be in the market for a corner. There's plenty of teams out there that aren't good that might trade you a corner for next to nothing. And the Chiefs have shown, yeah, give us a 6th or 7th round pick. We'll turn that into a great corner in the league. I see that Addy Alvarez said Raiders. It's a tie game, guys. It's a tie game. I will say Mahomes has never lost at Allegiant Stadium, and he actually won a Super Bowl in your house. So we'll see if the Raiders can keep this up. I don't think they will be. Raiders punt it in the back of the end zone. The Chiefs are going to get the ball with a chance to go score. There is a guy dressed in a Kermit suit. That is wild. There's a guy dressed in a full-out Kermit the Frog suit with a Patrick Mahomes jersey. There's Kermit puppets everywhere. That is, of course, alluding to the thing that happened in training camp with the puppet. Mahomes drops back. He is going to throw incomplete to Xavier Worthy. Dang. Almost intercepted by Divine Diablo. Almost got sacked on that play. Good job on Mahomes to escape the pocket. Let's see what Big Red has schemed up. Shout out. Yeah, that was a great live stream with Graf. Graf's real. Oh, he's going to find Noah Gray. Oh, it was Justin Watson, ladies and gentlemen. My bad on that. 19-yard gain for Justin Watson. Great job by the tackles, and specifically Jawan Taylor of holding Max Crosby before he could cause damage. Max Crosby's going to be a guy to watch in this game, Chiefs Kingdom. He could have a big one. They're going to run with Kareem Hunt. He's going to find a way to get 5-6 yards on the play. And I talked with Graf earlier today, for those who are coming from Graf Raider. I was talking about how with Kareem Hunt, they're able to run the ball on first down, get 5 to 7 yards, and it really changes what they can do offensively the rest of the downs. Because if it's 2nd and 5, you can run the ball again, you can throw it, and it makes it a much more manageable third down situation. It's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Chiefs. On the Raiders side of the field, Mahomes is going to throw and find, just missed DeAndre Hopkins, just a bit high. It's going to be 3rd and 5. A lot of space for DeAndre Hopkins out there. He's already been targeted a couple times. They are going to take Hopkins out of the game, though, on 3rd down, which not sure how I feel about that. I feel like you have to play your best on 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and 5 for this Chiefs offense. They're going to motion. 3rd and 5. Mahomes takes the snap. Looking. He is going to get sacked, but there's a flag on the play. We'll see what this flag is. Mahomes is walking off the field, so looks like it might be on us. Oh, illegal use of the hands to the face. That's going to be on the Chiefs. So Raiders defense holds. Wanye Morris shoved his hand in the face of number 9 of the Raiders, and he still got the sack. Well, we've got a ball game. Matt Arise is going to punt this one away. Hopefully get them pinned in their own 10. Fair caught at the 14. Let's see what this defense is going to do. We need this defense to step up. How are we feeling, Chiefs Kingdom? How are we feeling? Carolina's still up on Denver. Did the Ravens lose earlier today? Hold on. I've been so busy with talking about this game that I have not really checked on much of the scores from earlier today. Let's just go over the scoreboard, shall we? Okay. The Saints are losing to the Chargers by the final score. Okay, this is not the week that I wanted. Okay. The Packers beat the Jaguars 30-27. Cardinals beat Dolphins in Miami 28-27. Patriots beat the Jets. So Devontae Adams went from a bad Raiders team to a bad Jets team. Patriots beat Jets 25-22. Browns beat the Ravens 29-24. So the Ravens did lose. That means that Jameis Winston led the Browns over the Ravens. I don't know if you guys saw that clip from Jameis Winston before the game started. He was just like, he was locked in. That's all you can say. Eagles beat down on the Bengals. Oh my gosh. Eagles won 37-17. Colts won Texans won 23-20 over the Colts. And the Lions beat the Titans 52-14. Yikes. I want to look up a little bit more about that Bengals game. The Bengals are 3-5. The Bengals are not a good football team, and they might not make the playoffs. So it is a The Bengals still can beat us, but I don't think they'll make the playoffs. The Bengals are a little too inconsistent. You can't start 3-5 on the season. You just can't. And that's not going to be good enough. Man, I was at the Super Bowl for Vegas, and I guess it was Chiefs and Niners, but I was at the Super Bowl for the pre-week, the Radio Row pre-week, and just staying in Vegas and doing all that stuff, the pre-stuff festivities. It was so much fun. I want to do that this year in New Orleans. That's the goal. Whether or not the Chiefs make it, I don't know if that affects my plans. I still want to go to New Orleans and cover that event. All right. Raiders going to hand the ball off. And he's going to get 3 on the play. You cannot let Alexander Mattison beat you. I mean, you just can't. This is a great time for the Chiefs defense to really make a stand. You'll get the ball back with great field position if you can do it. Last time they were in the building, they won. They have never lost here with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. Minshew's going to go up and find Bowers. Bowers just mossed. Is that Najee Johnson? Who is that? Oh, no, that was Trent McDuffie. Trent McDuffie got mossed by Brock Bowers. That was a great play. Well, end of the first quarter. Tie game 7-7. If anything, I would give the edge right now to the Raiders. I know that's kind of tough to say, but they've played a much better game thus far than I thought they would at this point. Bowers is really him. You guys got a good one when you got him. I'm watching. Bo Nix is leading his team on a drive. I would love for Denver to lose. Listen, Raiders and Chiefs fans can agree on one thing, and that's that we want the Broncos to lose. I know that, Ben, if you guys have seen the AFC West Roundtable, the thing that we do, Ben is very high on Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos, and they're 4-3. It'd be nice if they turned to 4-4 after losing to Carolina Panthers, but we'll see. I'll be monitoring that game. It's on one of the many TVs here at the Hollywood Casino. Which, if you haven't already, make your way out here. It's a great watch party going on. The atmosphere is electric. When the Chiefs score, you're going to hear a very boisterous room. I'm watching. They're going to send pressure on Bo Nix, and Bo Nix is – what is going on in Denver? He's going to throw it away. How are we feeling, Chiefs Kingdom? 7-7 in Vegas. I mean, listen, this was going to be a fight. I know that there's a lot of guys in Kansas City that was predicting that the Chiefs were going to blow out this Raiders team. And while that sounds good, it sounds nice, the Chiefs haven't blown anybody out this year. They just haven't. They're not built like that. They're not a team that is going to inflict their will on another team. They're just going to win efficient football games. And they're going to win in some ugly ways, but that's just kind of the Chiefs team that we've seen this year. And I don't expect anything different. I think come playoff time, they'll continue to win football games like this, but it doesn't matter. Now, I did say coming into this game that the fact that the Chiefs have won their last 12 games, and last time they did lose was to the Raiders on Christmas, that was a bit concerning because, listen, things have gone really well for the Chiefs this season, and almost things have gone too well. And so it seems like the Chiefs are almost due for a loss at some point. Hopefully it's not this week. I'd much rather lose to the Carolina Panthers. I'd much rather lose to a different team than this Raiders team, because I just know that if we do somehow lose to this Raiders team, a bad Raiders team, a 2-5 Raiders team, the Raiders fans are never going to let me hear the end of it. Addy, you're not going to let me hear the end of it. Graf's not going to let me hear the end of it. So we better find a way to pull this one out. They're going to sack Minshew. That was Leo Chenal and Drew Tranquillin on the tackle. Listen, you're going to have to apply pressure to Minshew. You've got no chance of winning this game if he just sits back there and picks you apart. And the Raiders' offensive line, I mean, maybe, Addy, you could tell me differently, but they're nothing to write home about. They're nothing special. I know they've got some pieces in Jackson Powers-Johnson, who was a really good pick for you guys, but I'm not really super confident in your offensive line, and I think we'll see in this game that they're not going to be able to do anything. They're going to run the ball up the gut and get 4 or 5. He's going to get 4. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. Now, this is a big 3rd down for the Chiefs. Okay, so they're showing a graphic on the broadcast that last year the Chiefs defense allowed 17.3 points per game. This year, so far in 6 games, they're at 17.2. So the defense has been as good as they were last year, if not better. They've definitely been better at stopping the run. But I know that losing L'Jarius Sneed was a big question mark if they could still be productive. They're going to get to Minshew. He's going to flick it out. It's going to get lit up, but he is going to get tackled behind the first down. There is a flag on the play. We'll see what the flag ends up being. Please don't be on the Chiefs. Minshew was kind of able to do his best Patrick Mahomes impression and kind of flick that ball out. Okay, so you're going to get holding on the Raiders and then illegal contact by the defense. Should they offset? They're going to offset. It's going to be 4th. Oh, they'll redo 3rd down. I'm going to watch this replay really quickly. Minshew just kind of flicked it. So it's 3rd and 9. We'll do it again. 13:20 left in the second quarter. They motion a man. Minshew drops back. He's going to find his tight end Bowers, who gets the first down. The one thing that you did not want to see came true. And listen, the Chiefs have not guarded the tight end well this year at all. It looks like they're going to take Najee Johnson out of the game. Najee Johnson has been brutal so far today. Brock Bowers has been a problem so far. He's been a big addition to their offense. It's kind of the only piece that they have. This is going to be 1st and 10 from midfield. Minshew is going to find a guy. Can they tackle Jacoby Myers? Minshew just looked like Patrick Mahomes there. Minshew has looked very good so far. Wow. It looked like they were doubling Bowers on that play, which left Myers open. And Myers just made a little move and then juked Joshua Williams out of his shoes. Hey, for the 8 people in this stream, definitely hit that like button on this so more Chiefs fans can find it. They're going to run the ball on 1st and 10, and he's going to get maybe 2 yards. Here's the thing. It's 2nd and 9. Let's just say that they get a couple on 3rd or on 2nd down. It's a 3rd and mid situation. They've just been carving our defense up with Brock Bowers. We'll see if this defense can recover, because right now they look bad. I mean, this defense looks not good. They're going to run the ball, and he is going to get absolutely nowhere. He's going to get dropped for a loss. Malik Henning got the tackle. There you go. It's going to be a 3rd and 11 for the Raiders at midfield. Big 3rd down. I mean, get off the field. You got to get a stop here. What's going on, Ruben? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Addy, Ruben, all the people that are watching this stream. 3rd and 11 from the 35. Minshew's going to throw. It's going to get tipped by George Karlaftis. And the Raiders are going to have to come off the field. Great stop there by the defense. George Karlaftis was able to bat that ball down, doing his best Chris Jones impression. The Chiefs defense does their job. What a great deflection by Karlaftis. It's going to be 4th and 11. They're going to have to try a very, Carlson's going to try a field goal. 54 yards. Carlson's kind of been inconsistent. He gets it. Raiders up 10-7. Listen, the Raiders might be 2-5. It's Raiders-Chiefs week. It was going to be a fight. It's going to continue to be a fight. I mean, this game's probably going to be decided in the final 5-6 minutes of the fourth quarter. Hopefully the Chiefs are able to get on top. But, man, so far, defense has not looked great. A really bad offense that's had problems moving the ball has moved the ball against your defense. And not good. Not good. So, Chiefs are trailing by a field goal. So, it's not much. But how are we feeling, Chiefs Kingdom? How are we feeling? I feel confident still. Listen, it's 3 points. You could go down by 10, and I'm still expecting Gardner Minshew to make a play that he probably shouldn't make, turn the ball over. They haven't ran the ball great so far, but at the same time, they've done enough. The thing that's killing us is Brock Bowers on third down. That's just what's killed this team, and that's unacceptable. You've got to find a way stop Brock Bowers, especially on third down. Like you kind of saw on one of them, on that Jacoby Myers catch, they doubled Brock Bowers because they were tired of getting killed by Brock Bowers on third down. So, I mean, it makes sense, but you might have to find a way to maybe put Snead on Snead. Put McDuffie on Brock Bowers. Oh, man. Looking at other games, Carolina and Denver are tied 7-7 with 11:36 to go in the first half. Bryce Young is in. Man, have the Carolina Panthers mismanaged their quarterback situation or what? It's been bad in Carolina. Hopefully we're able to respond here. We need to go out and get a touchdown. Look for DeAndre Hopkins. He's going to be open. Just got to find him. Again, I'm broadcasting live from the Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway. I want to give a shout out to them. They've sponsored this channel all football season long. Love what they do over here. You can also come out and have some of the best Chiefs betting options that you're going to find. I know I'm placing my bets at the Hollywood Casino. I know a lot of people will do online, which you can still do that, but nothing beats the atmosphere of coming to watch a game here and placing your bets. They had Carson Steele back there returning kicks. Thank goodness that went through the back of the end zone. That would have been interesting to see. I've mentioned it many times so far in this stream, but it is decked out with red at Allegiant Stadium. It is all Chiefs fans. They're going to hand the ball off to Kareem Hunt, who's going to get 3 on the game. Crosby was able to get that. Listen, Max Crosby's also a guy that he might play on a really bad Raiders team, but they circle this game on their calendar whenever they play the Chiefs. I mean, we're their Super Bowl. We're a lot of teams Super Bowl, but like we're specifically this Raiders team Super Bowl because they're not going to make the playoffs. They're not playing for anything. They're just playing to beat division rivals. Raiders are going to call a timeout. Ruben, that is a fantastic question. The mustache is a little over the top from Minshew. I don't think so. Listen, we've seen in the past he's played okay, but there's always going to be that one or two plays that he's going to make at some point in this game where he turns the ball over, he throws a really bad interception, or maybe it's just he misses a guy that he needs to hit for a touchdown. I expect him to kind of come back down to earth a little bit. They're only at 10 points. The Chiefs defense is going to settle in. Chiefs are going to get – who was that? They're going to get Worthy on the quick catch and go. He's going to get 5, so it's going to be 3rd and 2. But yeah, Ruben, to answer your question, no, I don't think Gardner Minshew is going to sustain it. And he does look like a 70s porn star. He does. 3rd and 2. The Chiefs are 2 and 3 on third down conversions today. Got to look for Travis Kelce. They're going to find Xavier Worthy, and Worthy's going to keep going for a gain of 5 or 6 on 3rd and 2. Getting that first down and keeping the chains moving. You kind of saw the Raiders defense collapse on Travis Kelce, and it left Xavier Worthy open for the quick little catch. Good ball by Mahomes to get that over on the Raiders defender. So a fresh set of downs for the Chiefs offense. Mahomes is going to go under center. He's going to drop back. He's going to find Kelce, who's going to get 9 on first down. Cino erupts. I think there might be some Travis Kelce bets in here. As there should. Travis Kelce's been a Raider killer in his career. You really want to see him get going in the second half. It's going to be 2nd and 2 from midfield. They're going to do that little shovel pass to Travis Kelce, who's going to get 10 yards on 3rd and 2. 2nd and 2. Kelce's already got 4 receptions for 43 yards. How many times did they run that little shovel pass to Travis Kelce, that little pitch? And he's just able to get through and drag a Raiders defender. And he now has the most all-time receptions against the Raiders, which makes sense. He's a Raider killer. He's got more than Tony Gonzalez now with 115. They're going to run the ball with Kareem Hunt, and he is going to get maybe a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 9. The Raiders have run more offensive plays than we have. And they have more rushing yards, which I was not expecting. And they have this equivalent amount of passing yards. So Gardner Minshew has looked so good so far. This might be a free play. They're going to get it off to, I can't tell who that is. Noah Gray? It was Noah Gray, but there's a flag on the play. Yeah, Ruben, muscle core or core muscle injury. They might have put Sky Moore on IR because he's just been a non-factor. Now, I do think it is a serious injury, but it's very convenient that it happens right around the time that they trade for DeAndre Hopkins. So, if you guys have seen any of the videos that I put out this week, I was talking about how it's kind of suspicious that the core injury happened at this stage in the season, but it's going to be 2nd and 14 for the Chiefs. They're going to back them up 5 yards. They're going to have to get 7-8 on this play to make it a manageable 3rd down. At least make it a manageable field goal situation. 2nd and 14. Mahomes is going to drop back. He's going to get out. He's going to hit it to Carson Steele, who's going to get that 7 or 8 yards that we're needing. He's going to – it's now going to be 3rd and 6. So it's a much more manageable 3rd down situation for the Chiefs. Really good call there by Mahomes to get it out. It's going to be 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 on the Raiders side of the field and driving. Mahomes is going to drop back. There's going to be pressure. He's going to evade it. He's scrambling. He's going to pitch it. They're going to get the 1st down. An unbelievable job by Patrick Mahomes to evade pressure and find Noah Gray. I was talking about it on Graphic Raiders stream. Noah Gray was going to be an unsung hero of this game, and you saw him there on 3rd down. Watching this replay, man, I mean, Mahomes' pocket presence, you kind of saw Max Crosby start to break it down. He's just a step or two faster, and he's able to get it out to Noah Gray, who can get the 1st down. So far, Max Crosby hasn't had the impact on this game that we've thought that he could have. Addy, I don't know about that. Oh, and they're going to blow this play dead. Chiefs are going to call a timeout. So 4 minutes and 29 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. The Chiefs are going to call a timeout driving. It's 10-7 Raiders, but it could change very quickly. We shall see what ends up happening on this drive. Listen, you got to get a touchdown. At this point, you're driving. You're at least in field goal position for Harrison Butker, but who wants to settle for 3 here? You might as well go get a touchdown. And Broncos just scored. Bo Nix drops back and threw a touchdown pass to, wow, number 82 caught a one-handed ball. That was a fantastic catch. That was less of Bo Nix being good than it was a great catch by Adam Trotman. All right, Broncos up 14-7. We shall see what ends up happening. Dude, Pat is so good. Like, I still think that Crosby will get to him at some point in this game just because he is such a good pass rusher that he's just going to be a factor. Like, you just got to assume that at some point he is going to get through, but so far he hasn't, and that's a good thing for this Chiefs offensive line. Shout out to Wanye Morris, man, really holding it down, and Jawan Taylor doing their job because he's a crazy pass rusher. He's very good. I wonder, though, if the Raiders continue losing, like, let's just hypothetically speaking, the Raiders lose today. They go to 2-6 on the season. At what point do you shut Max Crosby down? Because who is trying to see him potentially get hurt for next year when the Raiders would actually be in contention next year? I don't know. I don't know if it'd happen. I'll tell you what, though. If I was in the Raiders' position, I'd shut him down. Especially you get to be like 2-7, 2-8. This Raiders team's not good. They're not competing for anything. You might as well. And it looks like Crosby actually – did Crosby jump? Oh, or is that going to be a false start on the Chiefs? I have no idea what just happened. Let me know in the comments. I have no idea what just happened. I didn't hear what he said. It's 1st and 10, though, so I don't know. Mahomes is going to find Kelsey, who's going to get 9 on 1st down. Kelsey's just been consistently over the middle, man. He's just been consistently there. Chiefs offense is driving. Second and 1. They motion a man. Mahomes is going to throw to Kareem Hunt, who's going to get the first down. He's going to slip. Kareem Hunt slipped, and you just hope that he's okay. He gets up. It looks like the turf just gave out on him. I mean, he made a really hard cut. And oh, thanks, Ruben. I was like, I have no idea what just happened, but Kareem Hunt gets the first down and just cut so damn hard that he fell over. It's going to be a first and goal situation for the Chiefs. It's going to be a long first and goal. They're going to run the ball with Kareem on the first play. They're going to push him, and he is going to be about 5 yards away from the end zone. It's going to be second and goal. We could really use another rushing touchdown from Kareem Hunt. They're going to motion Worthy on the right side. They're going to hand the ball off to Hunt again, who's going to keep churning, and he's only going to get about a yard or two on the play. It's going to be third and goal. The analytics would probably say to take the points. I don't know if you take the points. I wouldn't hate, depending on what you can do on third and goal, going for it. And Ruben, I love Kareem Hunt too. He's been fantastic in this offense. But big third and goal situation for the Chiefs. The 2-minute warning is going to hit. So the Chiefs are going to have a little bit extra time to discuss what they're going to do here. I wouldn't hate a bigger package on the field if you went with, maybe 2 or 3 tight ends with Gray, Fortson, Kelsey. You'd like to see maybe DeAndre Hopkins in a situation like this in the red zone. You'd like to see it. I do want to give a big shout out again to the Hollywood Casino. The Hollywood Casino and Penn Play are giving you a chance to win Penn Cash. Snap a picture of your Monday Night Football bet from ESPN Bet and post it on Facebook, X, or Instagram on Mondays using the hashtag ESPNBetMF and tag Penn Play and ESPN Bet for an entry. 50 winners will be announced each Wednesday following the Monday night game. Don't miss your share of $125,000 and follow Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway and Penn Play for more information. Must be 21 to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Again, want to give a shout out to the Hollywood Casino for hosting me in this live stream. Initially, I thought the Chiefs could have a chance of beating up on the Raiders, but it seems like it's going to be a lot closer than we initially thought. But that's just kind of what the Chiefs have done to us this year. It's been too close for comfort, and I think that'll probably be what ends up happening in this game because the Chiefs just do this to us, guys, week in, week out. You'd love to see them just stick it to a division rival, win a game by 2 touchdowns where you feel comfortable. And listen, they beat the Niners in a great game last week, but you just would love to get out of this game with a multiple score win. It's not a requirement, but it would be nice. We are coming back from ads. So 2 minutes. You have, I believe, 2 timeouts left. Probably save those timeouts because, listen, the hope is right now that you score and then you're able to stop the Raiders on their offensive drive, and then you get the ball back and have a chance to score before halftime, which would be a big thing for this offense and the momentum of this game. Let's see what they do here on third down. Again, look for Travis Kelce. Look for DeAndre Hopkins. They're blowing the whistle. The Raiders just called a timeout. What was the point on that? You just got out of the 2-minute warning and you have to call a timeout. Maybe the Chiefs gave them a look that they weren't expecting. So the Raiders are down to 1 timeout. The Chiefs are down to 2. On this drive, the Chiefs have 8 passes, 4 rushes for 66 yards. It's been a drive that has lasted over 8 minutes in this football game. DeAndre Hopkins, maybe his first touchdown as a Chief. We'll see. Mahomes in the gun. He's going to take the snap. He's going to find Travis Kelce for the touchdown. And Kelce gives this Chiefs team the lead as the group here at the Hollywood Casino erupts. Looks like there was some bets on Travis Kelce in this. The Chiefs are up 13-10. How do you not account for Travis Kelce in that situation? I will never know. I mean, literally, Travis Kelce just found that soft spot in the defense and just sat there. And see, that is why trading for DeAndre Hopkins was such a big thing, because in that situation, you now have to think, oh, maybe it's going to DeAndre Hopkins. Maybe it's going to him. And so it takes just a little bit of the pressure off of Travis Kelce. You saw it there. Chiefs up 14-10. Exactly what you needed to see. You needed to see them respond. And now your defense has a chance to go out there and get a stop and give the ball back to the offense with 2 timeouts. And you can go score again. Bang indeed, Chief. Offense looks much improved. I mean, it's just been a couple series, but they've scored on 2 of 3. So you got to give them a lot of credit. Kelce is back. And listen, Kelce was expected, at least by me, to have a big impact on this game because he shows up against this Raiders team and he plays well. Listen, death taxes and Travis Kelce beating the Raiders. It's what we're used to. Ruben, that's what I'm saying. Just wait until DeAndre Hopkins becomes the guy in those red zone situations where he's open, where he is available. And that's going to be a scary thing. You got to feel pretty good about the current state of where this offense is at. And listen, this is without Hollywood Brown. And I talked about it earlier this week. There's growing optimism that you get Hollywood Brown back for the playoffs. And so you got to feel pretty good about just the odds the offense improves enough come postseason time that you'll be good enough to win a Super Bowl. And I feel confident. I hope this Carolina Panthers game is competitive. And the Buffalo Bills are up on the Seahawks 14-3 at the half. Ruben, who's 50 Shades? Who is that? But no, yeah, it is a pick your poison. Dude, I'm looking at Twitter right now. That's Mahomes' first passing touchdown in a while. It has been mostly Kareem Hunt getting it done on the ground for the Chiefs. Travis Kelce just caught his 75th touchdown pass, and the Raiders will get the ball with a $1:57 left in the first half. Gray, yeah. No, Gray's been fantastic. And honestly, guys, like Noah Gray being your tight end 2, he's been a fantastic option. Fantastic. Noah Gray's been that guy. He was fantastic last week. So let's see what the Raiders offense can do. Minshew in the gun. They're going to motion a man. They're going to pitch it to him, and he's going to get dropped behind the line of scrimmage by who else? Chris Jones. Chris Jones got to him. Just too predictable. Chris Jones, I mean, he just ran right into him. Jacoby Myers had nowhere to go. So it's going to be 2nd and 10, clock winding down, play clock winding down. They're going to hand the ball off, and he's going to get stopped. I'd call a timeout right now if you're Andy Reid. And that is what they're going to do. They got a chance to get this ball back. Very wise clock management by Andy Reid. You've got a chance. Minute and 11 back. Hypothetically speaking, you could get this ball back with a minute left to go. And with Xavier Worthy, DeAndre Hopkins, Travis Kelce, how do you feel with a minute left in the first half in a timeout? You got to feel pretty good. And we're going to get good field position if we do get this ball back. So this is a big third down. Could be a big third down in terms of shifting the momentum. If you could get a touchdown before the half, that would be a big thing. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Minshew drops back. He's looking, he's scrambling. He's going to get brought down. It's going to be 4th and 8 with 1:06 to go. And the Chiefs are going to get this ball back. And the casino erupts here at the Kansas Speedway. So the Chiefs defense does their job. They get off the field in a very efficient, in under a minute. They came onto the field at 1:57. It is 1:06 left. So they did their job in great time. And Trent McDuffie came off on that blitz and forced just enough pressure, bringing him down that Minshew did not have anybody to throw to. Good job. This is the first punt today by Vegas. So their offense has been good up until this point. Back to receive it is going to be Mecole Hardman. He's just going to let it bounce into the end zone. Chiefs are going to have 58 seconds for their offense to go to work. Literally, this is what you need. Are fans hating on D-Hop? Ruben, are fans hating on him? I had no idea. Listen, he's already in this game done more than I initially thought. I mean, you're looking at somebody who got traded from Tennessee midweek, caught a pass in his first game. I mean, maybe he'll catch a touchdown later. Maybe that's the embarrassing thing that the Chiefs are going to do in this game is find a way to get the guy that just came in here a touchdown. D-Hop has been targeted a couple times. Mahomes missed him on that throw. But, I mean, shoot. Mahomes started the game pretty efficiently. And so there's always a chance that they can score here before the first half ends. And listen, if you go up 17-10, that's a big thing. But if you could go up 21-10, I don't want to say it's over, but man, it's not looking good for the Raiders. So they wanted Cooper. Man, DeAndre Hopkins is better than Cooper. At this stage in their careers, Hopkins is absolutely better. And Amari Cooper leads the NFL in drops. So considering this Chiefs team has dealt with their fair share of drop problems in the past, I don't think that would have been a good idea. Apparently, according to Nate Taylor of The Athletic, the Chiefs were never in on Amari Cooper. And so makes sense. So 58 seconds to go. Chiefs lead 14-10. Mahomes has looked much better in this game than he has in weeks prior. And listen, it was only a matter of time before he started to kind of wake up a little bit. Kind of doing some Mahomes-esque things, looking at him evade pressure in the pocket and find his receivers. Exactly, Ruben. Like, D-Hop is a wide receiver that's going to go into the Hall of Fame. So the Chiefs start at their own 20-yard line with 58 seconds left and one timeout. They're going to use the sidelines, and he's going to bounce off the tackle, and Gray's going to get out of bounds. Great job by Noah Gray to get a quick catch and then get out of bounds. So this Chiefs team can use the sidelines and go down the field and score. .53 seconds to go. 2nd and 5. Mahomes, there's going to be some pressure. He's looking, and he is not able to find Xavier Worthy. It's going to be 3rd and 5. So maybe don't give the ball back to the Raiders. That would be nice. All these, it's going to be 3rd and 7, actually. Okay. 3rd and 7. Got to look for DeAndre Hopkins, Travis Kelce, maybe Noah Gray. I might expect Vegas to bring some pressure here. Definitely Max Crosby's going to be there. They're going to find the receiver who's going to get the first down. And it is going to be Samaje Perine. So Samaje Perine is able to get the first down and keep this offense moving. And the Chiefs are going to call their final timeout of the first half. 40 seconds left. They're able to get the first down. I mean, it's still going to be quite a ways till they get in field goal position. But listen, with Mahomes, that's one throw. So you got to feel pretty good about the potential of getting into field goal range pretty soon. Let's see what the fans are saying on Twitter. Bobby Witt Jr. said 15 plus 87 is back. Love to see Bobby Witt Jr. repping the boys on the other side of the parking lot. Mahomes drops back. He's going to find Travis Kelce, who pitches the ball, who fumbles it, but Perine gets the first down and gets out of bounds. That was a crazy turn of events. So Kelce caught the ball, pitched it to Perine. Perine dropped the ball and was able to pick it up and get the first down and get out of bounds. The Chiefs got incredibly lucky there. And I think Travis Kelce might get a talking to by Andy Reid because that was a little too close for comfort. But, hey, it worked. Mahomes looking. He is going to get it out. Uh-oh. Mahomes might be kind of slow to get up. Is Mahomes okay? And Mahomes is limping a little bit. Is it that ankle again? It is that ankle. It's that same ankle. And that is the last thing that you want to see if you're the Chiefs. Looks like he's okay. He's staying in. Mahomes looking. And he's going to find his wide receiver, Xavier Worthy. The clock is ticking, 18 seconds. They're going to have to get up and run a play or clock it. You're probably going to have to clock it. And Mahomes is limping. $12 seconds left in the half. You're going to have to tape that ankle, man. Tape it. Harrison Butker looking like he is warming up You've got one shot to make this a more manageable field goal. No timeouts left. You've got to make maybe a shot at the end zone here. You just cannot take a sack. Oh, DeAndre Hopkins gets his catch. Nice little down the field gain there. A much more manageable field goal now for Harrison Butker. And Hopkins got 2 catches for 29 yards. And it looks like the Chiefs are going to settle for a field goal. Now, the injury to Pat is concerning. Hopefully that's not something that lingers, because that's kind of the issue that we've seen in the past, is that injury to the ankle. It's been something that he's kind of lingered through as the season has gone on, and that would not be good for this Chiefs team at all. I mean, they've already had their fair share, too many injuries, and that would just be too much. But D-Hop getting involved. Again, we were talking about, like, he could either have like 10 catches for $110, or he's going to have like 3 or 4 catches for 40 yards. Like, you don't really know what he's going to do, just because it's his first week. It's his first week in this offense. And Andy Reid, like, still has a lot to work with him on. And so I wasn't expecting a ton from D-Hop in this game, but it seems like he's already been pretty good. A good addition. He's already got more catches and more yards than Sky Moore does in 2024. I'll tell you that. Butker's going to attempt the field goal, and it is right down the middle. Chiefs do score before the half. It's 17-10 Chiefs. And guess who gets the ball coming out of the first half? The Chiefs are going to get the ball to start the second half. Great kick by Butker, man. Butker's just been so consistent. There's going to be 4 seconds left. I would assume the Raiders just take a knee. Don't let anything crazy happen. Great drive there by the Chiefs. You just got to hope that Patrick Mahomes is okay. He's kind of walking over there on the sideline, trying to walk it off, kind of bouncing a little bit. I'm assuming that he's okay. Ruben, I think it is. And how many times has that tackle specifically hurt Mahomes? Because I will say that, like, I feel like when he does get wrapped up like that, his ankles are always an area where guys are trying to not trying to hurt him, but he ends up getting hurt. So yikes. You got to assume the Raiders end up kneeling this, right? There's no chance with 4 seconds left that Gardner Minshew goes on a master class. I would assume probably not. But, hey, maybe I'm wrong. You never know. They are in formation. They are going to kneel this ball. They're going to kneel it. Going to the half, Chiefs up 17-10. Good first half for the Chiefs. Offensively, was not expecting that amount of points, honestly. I thought that this could be a game that the Chiefs end up winning, but it's a, ugly 21-17 game. They're definitely going to hopefully score more than 17 points in the second half. Ruben, did it look like a footlock? I didn't get to see it. But Travis Kelce had a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins got involved in the offense. Overall, a pretty good first half offensively for this Chiefs team. And you just needed to see them do something offensively, and they did. So I'm glad that we were able to see some early success. But, again, you got to keep it up. This is a Raiders team that is going to come out hungry in the second half. They've not beaten Patrick Mahomes at their home stadium. He's won a Super Bowl in their home before they've won a game against the Chiefs. And actually, I want to read off this stat because now that we're at halftime, we got a little bit more time to talk about stuff that we don't necessarily talk about all the time. But I'm going to read off this incredible stat. You just got to talk about it. So far, the most wins for a coach at Allegiant Stadium, playoffs included, Josh McDaniels, former Raiders head coach, who got fired, had 6. Andy Reid has 5. Antonio Pierce has 5. John Gruden has 4. And Rich Bisaccia has 3. So Andy Reid has more wins in Allegiant Stadium than 2 head coaches that have coached for the Raiders. And after today, knock on wood, he's going to have 1 more. So he could be tied for the most wins ever by a head coach at Allegiant Stadium. And he plays there once a year. So it just goes to show you how dominant he has been in Las Vegas. Just absolutely insane. I mean, you got to tip your cap. Andy Reid has been incredible. And there might not be a better head coach against this Raiders team than Andy Reid. He's just been fantastic. Really quickly, I want to give a shout out to the Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway. Kansas City's new home for sports is at ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway. Watch and win your share of $5,000 pen cash on Sunday, November 17th when Kansas City takes on Buffalo. ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway. There's not a better spot to place your sports bets than here. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Actually, for that Buffalo game, I'll be back out here at the Hollywood Casino doing a watch party, as that could be maybe the Chiefs' only loss of the season. I mean, if we're looking ahead at their schedule, I'll do that right now. You play Las Vegas in Vegas, and so far in the first half, looks promising to get a win. Let's just say the Chiefs find a way to hold on against a really bad Raiders team, and they move to 7-0 on the season. Their schedule is promising. They play the Buccaneers at home. They then play the Broncos at home. Then they end up going, let's see. Okay, so in their next 3 games, they play Buccaneers at home, Broncos at home, Bills on the road. That could potentially be this Chiefs team's first loss of the season, which would be insane. And then you return, I guess you go on the road again to play the Panthers. That should be an easy win. You then return home to play this very same Raiders team at home. That's on November 29th. You stay home to play the Chargers. You go to Cleveland to play the Browns. You come home to play the Texans. You go to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers on Christmas. And then you wrap out the season with the Broncos in Denver. A game that Patrick Mahomes might not have to play in because this Chiefs team has just dominated everybody on their schedule. And so there's a real chance that if they could beat Buffalo, they could go 17-0. Like, legitimately, like, I'm looking at their schedule. I don't think Denver's going to beat us. I don't think that Vegas is going to beat us. I don't think that Pittsburgh's all that good. The Texans are good. I will say the Texans are a good team that could give the Chiefs some problems. That could be a potential AFC Championship game preview. But, I mean, you could beat the Panthers. You can beat the Broncos. You can beat the Buccaneers. The Bills, the Texans, and the Steelers are really the only teams on their schedule that have a chance of beating them. So that's, I mean, bare minimum 14-3. That's a fantastic season. And then you go into the playoffs with that number 1 seed and a chance to, you know, play the AFC Championship game at Arrowhead Stadium and just continue to find ways to go to Super Bowls. So I'm super excited for that. I want the 1 seed too, Ruben. Like, at this point, you don't want to mess around. There's just no point not getting that 1 seed and then having home field advantage for the playoffs, because while we were able to go on the road last year and handle business, you would like to play at home. You'd like to sell more tickets at Arrowhead Stadium, and they absolutely are in the driver's seat to do that. Like, let's go ahead and look at the AFC playoff picture. I've not looked at this so far this year. I haven't had any need to because the Chiefs haven't lost a game. So let's look at the 2024 NFL playoff picture. This is, of course, at NFL.com. Chiefs are the number 1 seed in the AFC. They have a 2-game lead on everybody else. The Texans are the 2 seed. The Steelers are the 3 seed. Buffalo is the 4 seed. The Ravens are the 5 seed. They're 5-3 right now. Broncos are the 6 seed. So if the season did end today, the Broncos would be in the playoffs. And the Colts are the 7 seed. And teams on the bubble, you've got the Chargers, the Bengals, the Dolphins, the Raiders, and the Jets. The Jets aren't making the playoffs. The Raiders aren't making the playoffs. And the Bengals probably will not make the playoffs. They're sitting there at 3-4 through 7 weeks. Yikes. But the Chiefs, 2-game lead on everybody else in the AFC. And that's what you want to see. What's going on, Ruby? Or what's going on, Ruben? What's going on, Tony? Put your names together there. But it's good to see you guys in the chat. Again, broadcasting this video live from the Hollywood Casino. Hopefully we're getting close to the end of halftime. I'm so used to college halftimes where it's like 35 minutes. It's just ridiculously long. So NFL halftimes aren't as long, but I'm just itching for this game to get going again. And Buffalo just kicked a field goal to go up 17-3 on the Seahawks. Shall we check to see how Amari Cooper is doing? I know that Amari Cooper was a guy that some people were upset that the Chiefs did not trade for. I, for one, was not upset that the Chiefs did not trade for him because you got to look at it. He was not a guy that the Chiefs thought would benefit their system. And who am I to say that the Chiefs are wrong? So let's check the stats in this game. Last week, he was pretty good. Receiving, Amari Cooper has 1 catch for 3 yards. So that's your wide receiver that you wanted, Chiefs Kingdom. No, but Amari Cooper's been a solid pickup. He got a touchdown for them last week, but the Chiefs are just fine. They're doing just all right with the guys that they currently have on their roster. And listen, I would not be against making another trade for a wide receiver. Maybe you make a trade for a corner. That deadline's not till November 5th. But I think the big worry of not having a wide receiver 1, you're not really going to have that. Like you were able to really, get your wide receiver 1 in trading for DeAndre Hopkins. And so I really do think that you're okay. So how are we feeling, guys? How are we feeling about this game? You got to feel pretty good to be up by so much so early. A touchdown, I mean, it's going to be a close game. I think the Raiders will make it close. I've already seen more from them in terms of offensive production than I was expecting. Let's see. Man, you gotta feel good if you're a Chiefs fan, though. It's a 1-score game, yeah. I mean, we gotta push it. But I do feel confident. I'd much rather be up by 7 in this game than down. That's kind of been the Chiefs' recipe for success, is just getting up and kind of coasting off that lead. Yeah, Peggy, we're doing amazing. We just got to keep it up. I really do think that they've been good. Hopefully we're getting closer to the second half. I'm so excited for this game to resume. Is there a game on this schedule that you guys are kind of circling on your calendar looking for? Because I know that for me, these AFC West games, I'm always like, okay, like I want to watch the Chiefs beat down on the Raiders, or I want to watch, us take on the Denver Broncos. I want to see those big time matchups. And they've just been so exciting over the past couple seasons because they've beat their divisional opponents. And this is a year that I think they could absolutely go 6-0 against the division. And then you're 6-0 and you're going into the playoffs with 13 wins, 14 wins. I mean, for as I don't want to say bad, but for as inconsistent as the Chiefs' offense has been this year, for them to be in a position to put up, 13 to 14 wins, it's insane. They could win 15 games this year, guys. When was the last time this Chiefs team won 15 games? It's been quite some time. It's been a long time. But I really do think, though, that like this is the golden age of Chiefs football, and we're living it right now. Want you to be able to brag at the AFC West. Ruben, that is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying, dog. I'm trying to stick it to everybody else in the AFC West roundtable. I love those boys over there. Love Graf, love Ben, and I love Jake. But, man, when it comes to football, I hate their teams with a passion. And, like, this Raiders team, it would be more fun to talk about if they were good. But, like, even sitting at 2-5, they're still a team that you want to beat the hell out of. Like, you don't want to give this team any mercy. And honestly, there's a chance that we end up maybe seeing, depending on how they go out in the second half and produce, maybe we see this Chiefs offense embarrass the Raiders. Like we saw last year, the whole ring around the rosy thing where they were able to literally hold hands and go around in a circle, and then Kadarius Toney got a touchdown. Like maybe we see something similar to that, or behind the back pass from Patrick Mahomes, depending on how they're able to produce in the second half. Now, if this game's close, they're not going to do that, but I think that they'll probably end up going out here in the second half and maybe making it a little bit breathable. We could be comfortable at some point. And we're here. We're starting the third quarter. But yeah, no, I definitely want to give a shout out to all of you guys that are watching this live stream, hitting the like button on this stream, wipe them feet, hit that like button for me, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we are, I believe, 8 subscribers away from 7,300. So if you guys support the channel, the best way to do that is by supporting the sponsors at the Hollywood Casino. We got some more sponsorships cooking. I'm working hard on trying to get those finalized, but definitely support the Hollywood Casino and hit the like button and subscribe. It's free. So I have been spewing misinformation this entire time. The Raiders just got the ball to start the second half. So I'm an idiot. I'm just wrong. I thought we had the ball to start the second half. And so I just told you guys the complete opposite of what was going to happen for a while now. I thought the Raiders started off with it, but apparently they did not. They're going to hand the ball off, and he's going to get maybe 2 yards. Absolutely. What Ruben said. Let's grow this channel, guys. My goal, I'm going to be doing stuff each and every single day. My goal is, to continue working hard and getting sponsorships. Like, the Hollywood Casino has been fantastic helping me out, and I'm going to keep producing content for you guys because I love it. And I love stuff like this where, Ruben and Tony get to, talk Chiefs with me. That's what it's all about, to just have that community where we talk Chiefs and have a good time. 2nd and 9. Minshew's going to draw back. He's looking. He's going to find his receiver, who's going to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage by Justin Reed. 3rd and 9 for the Raiders. So the Chiefs defense is really trying to set the tone here in the second half, giving him a 3rd and long situation to open up the second half. What Ruben said. The Raiders' offense in the first half was actually way better than I thought they were going to be. 3rd and 9 is a great opportunity to get off the field right now and really set the tone. They're going to send an extra guy. He's going to throw the ball up, and not even close to being catchable. It's going to be 4th and 9. The Chiefs' defense did their job, ladies and gentlemen. Chiefs' defense holds. And they sent a little bit of extra pressure. They were able to get to Minshew and hit him. And now he's going to be thinking just a little bit extra before he releases the ball. Chris Roland Wallace applied the pressure there on Gardner Minshew. So now they got to punt again. And now we can see this offense really put this game out of reach for the Raiders. Mecole Hardman's going to return this punt, and he's going to run sideways. He's going to find some room. He's going to get to the 30 before getting tackled. And there is a flag on the play. It might be a block in the back. That's just kind of what happens, but really good return there by Mecole Hardman. Man, when Mecole Hardman returns stuff, it's going to make my head explode. So I'm actually watching the game at the Hollywood Casino where I'm broadcasting this live stream. I will say, giving you guys a cheap little plug, if you can never watch a game, I always check out Stream East, or there's something called Crack Stream Sports. I know the name sounds a little bit misleading. I have watched games that I do not have access to. Little tip for you. You're not trying to pay for stuff like I am not. You can definitely, like the fights, if you're ever trying to watch a fight, it's definitely on those streaming services. So I don't have an issue getting most Chiefs games because I'm local in Kansas City. So I get all the games locally, but if you're having a problem, definitely use those streaming services. Now, I will say something that annoys me is like this Chiefs team, right? We know they're good. They're going to play a lot in prime time, but like I can't stand the fact that they play all these different games on like Peacock. And last year they had that playoff game on Peacock, and it's just like for the league to restrict, games like that. I mean, not everybody has Peacock. I mean, not everybody has cable, but not everybody has Peacock. If you're trying to watch this game, go to Stream East, and you can definitely find a stream of this game. Or you could just stay here, and I'm doing a play-by-play, so you can definitely just watch along with the group in here. But I understand being able to watch the game is just much different. Like I love listening to Mitch Holthus in the Chiefs radio squad, but if I can watch the game, I'm gonna do that. So. The Bills up right now on the Seahawks, 17-3. So looks like it might be over there in Seattle. It's called Stream East. Stream East or Crack Stream Sports. I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, you can definitely find it on Stream East. Yeah, the NFL is getting greedy. I could not agree more, Ruben. Like they've just been... They make so much money, and it's just like, oh, there's a fight going on in Seattle, but they make so much money, and it's just like, dude, like, just put the game on cable so we can all watch it, But that's the whole thing with, TV providers and stuff like that. They're trying to get as much money as they can, and no, you do not have to pay for it. It is free. Technically, it is not allowed to be streamed, but I've used it for years and haven't had a problem. Chiefs are going to run the ball. So they're actually going to negate everything that Mecole Hardman did. He did not end up getting that big carry or that big reception. So the Chiefs have scored on 3 of their 4 offensive drives. Pretty good start for the offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. Mahomes drops back. He's going to find Travis Kelce, who drops the ball. It's going to be 3rd and 9 now. Yikes. Kelce has got to catch that. I'm not going to type it in the chat just because I don't want to get in any trouble, but Stream East is what you should use. You just look up Stream East. It's pretty popular. Patrick Mahomes drops back, looking. He's going to targeted. Who did he target? He targeted Worthy, who almost went up to go get it. Now it's going to be 4th and 9. They got the punt. So the Chiefs defense does their job and the Raiders defense does theirs. And Xavier Worthy had it in his hands. He's just not able to come down with it. Yes, it is. It is spelled like that. But Matt Ariza is going to have to give this Chiefs defense some field position to work with. A booming kick to the 40 of the other. Oh, he's going to run sideways. And he's going to get to the 55. Oh, and then out of bounds. There might have been a little bit of a shoving. And there is going to be a flag on that. And they're going to get Joshua Williams for unnecessary roughness after the play. That was just stupid. That was stupid. I mean, that's just the kind of stuff that someone like Joshua Williams can't afford to do. That's stupid. That is a bad play by Joshua Williams. It's ridiculous. I mean, there was a little bit of a shove by the Raiders player, but it was mainly, I mean, Joshua Williams just kind of threw him to the side. I mean, that's just not a good play. And now the Raiders are going to have much better field position, and it sets them up to potentially tie this game. I mean, they're going to be at the what? 35? No, they're going to be at the 29. A 15-yard penalty on top of all of that. Ridiculous. So 1st and 10 for the Raiders, 28-yard line. Short field to work with. They're going to find the receiver, Jacoby Myers, for about 6 on the play. Joshua Williams got called for unnecessary roughness after he threw a Raiders player after already being out of bounds. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Raiders are driving. That's not Gardner Minshew. They're putting Desmond Ridder in the game. So this is Desmond Ridder on 2nd and 4. Desmond Ridder, this is his 3rd NFL team. They're going to blow this play dead, which is it's a good thing they did for the Raiders. False start on the offense. They're going to back him up. Good stuff. I can't stand the Raiders either, Tony. I mean, it's just they're such a hateable team and it's such a hateable franchise as well. And bootleg with Minshew. Is it Minshew or Ridder? That was Minshew. So it seems like they're kind of switching in and out Minshew and Ridder. Now, I will say he definitely should have maybe gotten a yard or two more. It's going to be third and short at 3rd and 2, but he slid just a little bit early. All right, 3rd and 2. I'd look for Brock Bowers right here if you're the Chiefs defense. They're not going to run the ball. Oh, they're going to blow it dead. I think they might be moving back. They're going to get them for a false start again on the offense. I mean, that's a killer if you're the Raiders. Is Najee Johnson hurt? So is it just Joshua Williams and Chris Roland Wallace? It's going to be 3rd and 7. Takes a manageable 3rd down into a much more difficult attempt at converting. Minshew drops back. He's going to run. He's going to get it to his receiver, who's going to spin, but he's going to get tackled short of the line to get – what is going on? A little pushing after the play, but he's going to be short. Now, do the Raiders take the points? There's a flag on the play. I don't know what the flag will be on. They got somebody on the Chiefs defense for holding. And that's going to give him a first. Joshua Williams again. Joshua Williams has single-handedly given this Raiders team excellent field position. I mean, holy cow. So that's a 1st and 10. It was going to be a 4th down, but it's a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run the ball, and they're going to get nothing. They're going to lose yards on the play because Chris Jones sniffed that out. Chris Jones is able to sniff that one out. It's going to be 2nd and 14 for the Raiders. Close to the end zone. They're at the 20. They're going to hand the ball off, and he's going to get maybe those 4 yards that he lost. Third and 9. So hopefully Joshua Williams is not on the field during this big 3rd down. He might have to be because of necessity. We have so many injuries along the defense, and it might be a necessity to have him out there. 3rd and 9. At the 15. Minshew's back, looking, and he's going to find his receiver. He's going to catch the ball for the 1st down. Was that on Joshua Williams too? Nope, that was on Chris Roland Wallace. The Chiefs' number 2 cornerback is getting absolutely cooked. We are missing a Jalen Watson desperately right now. They're able to tackle the running back in the backfield on 1st and goal. So, okay, that's good, but, man. It's going to be 2nd and goal for this Raiders offense. I mean, Joshua Williams deserves all the credit if the Raiders were able to score here. Big tackle there by Drew Tranquil. Minshew drops back, looking. He's going to find his receiver, but he's going to get blown up by Justin Reed. It's going to be 3rd and goal. The defense is looking good. They're holding firm. This might be 4-down territory, though, for the Raiders. You got to think if they can't get it here, with an aggressive coach, they might try to go for it. But Justin Reed just absolutely clocks. Third and goal for the Raiders. Under 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. There's a flag on the play. There's a free play. Sacked by George Karlaftis. And the casino goes crazy, but that might be on the Chiefs. That's going to be on the offense. That sack by George Karlaftis is going to stand, and the Chiefs' defense does their job. They're probably going to consider going for it here on fourth, but they might just kick the field goal. I was saying on Graphic Raiders stream, if there's any Raiders in here that are watching this video, I said that George Karlaftis was going to have a good game. You saw that he got to Minshew right there for the sack, and now they're going to have to settle for a field goal with Daniel Carlson, who has been anything but consistent. This is a 32-yard attempt, so it should be pretty much a gimme, and it is. So it's 17-13 Chiefs on top. I mean, this is going to be a fight. We thought it was going to be a fight. Chiefs on top with a chance to go score again. So you got to feel good about that. But man, yeah, we got to go score, Ruben. I mean, it'd be okay to get a field goal, but ideally, if you could score right here, it would open this game up a lot more. Oh man. Very interested to see how the Chiefs offense responds. Not a very good first series for them in the second half. We shall see. You also got to feel good. I mean, listen, the defense still kind of gave up points, but they were given a short field, and they only gave up a field goal against a Raiders team that was marching towards the end zone. So I just got word. I just checked the Chiefs' Twitter. Najee Johnson got ruled out of this game. He's in concussion protocol, so not good for the Chiefs DBs. And Tony, yes, I'm really hoping that the Royals will be good next year. And I'm actually in the works at creating a Royals podcast right now that will be featured on this channel. But kind of in addition to everything that we do with the Kansas City Chiefs coverage around here, I know that there's some Royals fans in the house, and I'm a big Royals fan. Well, I know you guys see that there's a World Series champions pennant behind me. Now you probably see like there's a reflection, there's a glare of football games going on, but also there's a Mahomes jersey to my right, which I was going to show off, but I fear that if I try to move my computer, it's going to explode. But a great setup out here at the Hollywood Casino. Big props to them for having me come out here and broadcast to you guys. Because if you guys like these in-game live streams, we could definitely set something up to do this consistently. The kick is going to fall short. And they're going to return it. And he's going to get tackled at the 10. There's going to be a flag on the play, but I don't really agree with the Chiefs' decision to – that was Montrell Washington, the guy they just recalled from the practice squad. That was not a good move to take that out of the end zone. They could have just got a touchback. So the Chiefs got double penalized on that play with an illegal block in the back. In Tua's first game back, they lost. I kind of forgot that Tua was making his return. Tony, I'm glad that you guys are enjoying this watch party because I enjoy doing them. Of course, guys. I mean, hey, I love this because it's an opportunity for us all to watch a Chiefs game collectively together and kind of just, bounce thoughts off of what's going on, like the news and seeing, if this Chiefs team can pull off another win in Vegas. Mahomes is deep in the shotgun. Oh, no. He's going to escape it. There is a flag on the play. They got like 8 or 9 yards completing a pass to Xavier Worthy. I fear that that's going to be on the Chiefs. More flags. Are they going to get a hold on somebody? Holding on the offense. Great. So penalties have killed this Chiefs team. Who is it on? 64. So that's on Wanye Morris. Oh. I mean, that's a killer, man. Now you're backed up into your own end zone, and Max Crosby was chasing Mahomes and took him down on that ankle. So it's 1st and 14. You're literally at like the 2-yard line. They run the ball. There's another flag. Another flag on the play. Hopefully this one's on the defense, but again on the offense. They're going to get holding again. They got Wanye Morris again. That is back-to-back holding penalties for Wanye Morris. I mean, they're going to be at like the 1. Cino did not like it. Not a big fan of it myself. So it's 1st and 16 from the 1-yard line. Chiefs have been penalized in the second half, to say the least. Mahomes is standing on the D in the end zone. He drops back, looking, and it's going to be intercepted. It's going to be intercepted, and that's going to be a pick 6. Oh, it's not a pick 6, but shit, it might as well have been. I don't know if that ball got tipped. I don't know what happened, but Mahomes just threw that right to the Raiders defense. And listen, that's not a good interception by Mahomes, but what do you expect when he's standing in the end zone? Yeah, that ball was tipped. That ball was tipped by number 95, and it was intercepted. He was looking deep. Damn it. I mean, 1st and goal for the Raiders at the 3. They're going to motion a man. They're going to hand the ball off. And he's just going to get pushed short. They mark him short. This Chiefs defense could really use a stand right now. I mean, you just can't have that. I mean, how many times have we talked about the interceptions being a problem for Patrick Mahomes, and it just continues? They're going to run the ball again, and he's going to be short. They're going to mark him short. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Listen, if you're the Raiders, though, this is 4-down territory. They are going for this regardless, but really good play by Drew Tranquill to get him. It's 3rd and goal. Big play here. You got to be a little bit cautious of the quarterback sneak here. They're going to run the ball, and Madison's going to get tackled. You're going to lose yards on the play, and the Chiefs' defense stands. That's what we wanted to see. Now, they might still go for this, but the Chiefs' defense did a fantastic job of sniffing that out. in a very interesting play call by the Raiders. You can't run the ball on this Chiefs defense, and you just saw it right there. You can't do it. You cannot do that. They're going to go for it. 4th and goal. Minshew in the backfield. There's nobody else with him. 4th and goal. He's going to scramble. He's going to get sacked. He's going to get sacked by Tershawn Wharton. Tershawn Wharton gets the sack, and the Chiefs get the ball back. An incredible stand by the Chiefs defense there. Mahomes gets bailed out once again, man. I mean, goodness gracious. Wow. I mean, wow. For that defense to go through with that, incredible. I mean, this is the best defense in the NFL. I mean, they've been the best defense in the NFL all season long. And that should only show you that, like, man, they just held firm. And now it is still a 4-point game. It could have been a 1-point game, or they could have been winning. But the Chiefs defense did their job. Now the offense needs to go down the field and score. That we've seen enough. I've seen enough of this turnover-prone offense. Let's do this. And again, for all the people that are watching this stream, I'm broadcasting live from the Hollywood Casino. Kansas City's new home for sports is at ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway. Watch and win your share of $5,000 pen cash on Sunday, November 17th when Kansas City takes on Buffalo. ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway. There's not better spot to place all of your sports bets than here. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Again, I will be out here for that game against the Buffalo Bills, doing another watch party for you guys. But to get back to your question, that's the best defense in the NFL. We just saw it in that stretch. The Chiefs shut them down. They absolutely shut them down 4 times. They had a chance to just run the ball in the end zone, and they got shut up each and every single time. Denver just got another touchdown on a fucking absolutely horrible fake punt that the punter just threw it over the receiver's head. And then the Broncos got a touchdown. So it's 28-7 in Denver. So it's not looking great. Not looking great for us, but we can still find a way to pull out this Raiders game. And listen, the Broncos would be 5-3 if they won. We'd be 7-0. So we have quite a ways before the division is in question. We've been handling business so far this season, and the Raiders are just another roadblock in front of us on trying to go win another Super Bowl. So got to feel pretty good about that. But I mean, I'm watching the replay again of that goal line stand. They're going to run the ball on first down, and Kareem Hunt's able to get a good chunk of yards. He got 5. So that's what we needed to see. We need to see Kareem Hunt get involved early. And that's what he was able to do. 2nd and 5. They're going to run the ball again with Kareem Hunt, and he's going to fall forward for about 4. They're going to be short of the first down. So it'll be 3rd and 1. The defense has been legit, guys. The defense has been legit. I mean, 13 points on the road so far. I would not be surprised if the Raiders don't score again. Third and 1. Let's see what the Chiefs do here. Mahomes drops back. He's going to roll out, looking. He's just going to take it himself and get the first down, and there's a little bit of shoving going on out of bounds, but good job by Mahomes there to get that first down and keep it going. So far, this Chiefs offense has looked good on this drive. Got to keep it up. Hopefully they can find a way to go down here and score. Shout out to everybody that is in on this watch party stream. Again, I'm broadcasting from the Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway. Chiefs looking for a win. They're going to hand the ball off. And I think it was Kareem. Nope, that was going to be Carson Steele who gets a couple really good yards. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Yeah, they did get us on Christmas. How many times am I going to get reminded of that Christmas game? Probably too many. I will say for everybody that's new in here, hit that like button if you haven't already so more Chiefs fans can find this live stream. 2nd and 6 for the Chiefs. They are going to hand the ball off to Steele. Steele gets a yard, maybe. What's going on, King Jamie? Good to see you. Max Crosby and Patrick Mahomes. Actually, no, Max Crosby and Kareem Hunt are kind of talking a little bit. That was a very interesting exchange. 3rd and 5 for the Chiefs with about 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 3rd and 5. Oh! It went off of Xavier Worthy's hands and into the hands of Noah Gray for the first down. I mean, you couldn't have drawn it up any better than that. What a great catch by Noah Gray to save that on 3rd down. I mean, how many times have we seen a Chiefs receiver drop the ball and it just goes into a defender's hands? This time it was a little bit different. So good stuff for the Chiefs. I mean, what do you do if you're Antonio Pearson? There's nothing you can say. And we just reached the end of the third quarter. The Chiefs are up 17-13 in a very eventful third quarter that only saw a field goal by the Las Vegas Raiders. Chiefs are driving. Hopefully they can go down there and score. Man, that was crazy. Noah Gray, man, he's been cleaning up the scraps on the offense. He's been fantastic today. I'm seeing the Denver Broncos just blow out the Carolina Panthers. I mean, goodness gracious. It's 28-7 right now, and there's 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, which I think they might have started before we did. So there's just been so much scoring in the game, it's been slower. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, we haven't even really seen a DeAndre Hopkins super big performance. I mean, that's to be expected considering that he was traded to the team earlier this week. But listen, you got to feel pretty confident that, like, he's going to be a legit threat for this Chiefs team. It just hasn't happened yet. But, like, I'm not worried about it at all. I'm really not. I think we're going to be in a position where Hopkins will be consistent. It's not going to happen in week 1. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys are fantastic today. If you guys also like the live streams, we'll do more live streams during the week. My goal right now is to get anywhere from like 1 to 2 videos out a day. Definitely 1 at the bare minimum, but hopefully we could do maybe a video that comes out around 2, 3 o'clock and then a live stream in the evening so you guys can drop by and we can just have a chat about the current state of the Chiefs. I mean, we got plenty to talk about. I might make a video either tomorrow or maybe Tuesday talking about if the Chiefs need to trade for another cornerback, which, I mean, after we're watching this game, it's been kind of brutal for the cornerbacks specifically. But, yeah, we'll have some more content coming out this week. And if you guys have any more video suggestions, actually drop them down in the comments right now. What do you guys want to see me talk about? Because I want to talk about something that you guys are passionate about. DeAndre Hopkins was the theme all of last week. But if you guys have a video idea, leave it in the comments, and I will be more than happy to take a look at doing it at some point this week. Mahomes is going to run it and get 4 or 5 yards, and he gets pulled out of bounds. And Bills up 31-3. Goodness gracious, guys. I mean, Buffalo's beating up on a team that I don't think is very good. Chiefs free agent targets. Dude, I'm so excited for the offseason, guys. I'm planning on going to the Super Bowl. So Super Bowl week, I'm going to do the draft. I'm going to do the combine. I'm going to try to really branch out because I'm credentialed through the NFL. And so we'll be able to do more stuff, for those kind of events. And Kareem Hunt just charged forward for a first down on 2nd and 7. But I definitely want to do more, stuff at like NFL events. King Jamie, that's a really good idea. So like maybe honestly something that I thought about doing, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, is maybe doing like a best free agent or like worst free agent moves the Chiefs have made, or like, how the Chiefs have been so successful over the last 5 years, talking about like smaller guys that have been on this roster that have been fantastic in the Chiefs uniform. Like somebody that's on this current Chiefs team that like we don't talk about at all, Mike Pennell. Mike Pennell was on this team back in 2019 when they won the Super Bowl for the first time. And he's like, drop it in the chat how old Mike Pennell is. I have no idea, but he's a veteran in this league, and he has still been fantastic. And Tony, the draft was fantastic in Detroit, and I want to do more stuff in the draft. And we're going to hit free agency hard here on the channel and talk a lot about like free agent acquisitions the Chiefs could go after, and talk about, potential, draft picks they might take. And hopefully my plan is to get out there to Green Bay and do a live show the night of the draft. That's the hope. The Chiefs have 7 penalties for 51 yards in this second half. It's 1st and 20 for the Chiefs on their side of the field. Mahomes drops back. A lot of pressure. He just has to get rid of the ball. It's going to be 2nd and 20. Yeah, King Jamie. James Winchester has been consistent. And listen, he's one of those guys that like you don't really talk about because he does his job successfully. But, if he doesn't, it's just a disaster. If James Winchester doesn't do his job, then it's just a complete disaster. I remember a couple years ago in Tennessee when Harrison Butker had that field goal blocked, I think, or at least he didn't make it. Winchester was blamed, and it was like the only time that I remember even talking about James Winchester messing up. So 2nd and 20. Mahomes is going to scramble out. He's going to throw to number 17, Mecole Hardman, who gets suplexed. It's going to be 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and long. 3rd and 12. So the Raiders defense, man, really stopping this Chiefs offense. And see, this is where the penalties hurt you. Like, you can't have this. Third and 12. Mahomes is going to look, pressure. He's going to take off and he's going to run. He's going to get the first down. Mahomes gets the first down on 3rd and 12 with a bum ankle, I might add. Man, what do? He just finds a way to sidestep, evade the pressure, and Mahomes isn't fast. He's just faster than your guy. Like, it's crazy how he's just one step ahead of everybody else. All right, first down. They're going to run the ball with Kareem Hunt, who's going to jump forward and get about 3 yards on the play. And see, now they can kind of start to run the ball and milk the clock. And that way, they could win this game ugly at like 24-13. I think it's going to be an ugly finish. That's just what the Chiefs have been so far in 2020. 2024, my goodness, I got taken back a couple years. That is, Ruben, I'm glad that you mentioned that. They are going for his ankles. Like, they are targeting his ankles specifically. They're going to run with Kareem Hunt, who's going to get a couple yards. It'll be a 3rd and 5, probably. He runs the ball like a toddler. Mahomes' tongue hanging out cracks me up. Dude, it's it's so fun to watch him run because it's just like he's not overly fast. He's just a step faster. He's just one step faster than everybody else. And that makes the world of difference when it comes to, getting first downs and extending plays. Mahomes is going to find Travis Kelce for the first down. The Chiefs offense is going to keep moving. Yeah, Tony, you're a real one for that. You've been here all along since we started this back in 2018, and we're going to keep growing, man. I got big goals for this channel. Big goals. And you guys have been fantastic supporting me on the live streams, and the videos have been fantastic. I really appreciate all of your support. Mahomes looking. He's going to evade the pressure. Pressure coming. He's going to find Samaje Perine, who caught the ball. He might have – oh, no, that's not Perine. That was Watson. He might have stepped out of bounds. There's a flag on the play, so that might be what the flag is. Oh, the flag is going to be on the defense. Okay. Good for the Chiefs. They're going to get roughing the passer. Finally. They finally get some of those late hits. Oh, yeah. Mahomes got hit way after the play. Is Monday night, Tony, the next football game against the Buccaneers? I might not be live because I'll actually be working the game at Arrowhead, but I'm going to try to get Austin Eckert, who's done live streams on this channel. You guys have liked him. He will probably be doing that live stream if I'm at the stadium, but like for away games, I'll be doing this stuff. Yeah, those cheap shots are just unacceptable. But now it's his first and goal situation, and the Chiefs can get in the red zone and go score a touchdown here. Mahomes looking, and he just throws it way high. Kind of just looks like he threw it away. Oh, boy. You need 7 here. A field goal would be okay, but you need 7 here. You get a touchdown here, it's 24-13, 2-possession game, 9 minutes left. You got to feel pretty good at that point. They're going to pitch it to Travis Kelce, that same play that they ran earlier today, and he's going to get like 2 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and goal. The Raiders do this to us every game. They headhunt or ankle hurt our guys and try to injure them. Yeah, I mean, the Raiders are dirty. They are a dirty franchise. That's kind of like what they've been built off of. So, like, I don't expect anything different. And I'd be pissed, too, if I got my ass kicked every year. They're going to throw and hit Xavier Worthy, who's short. It's going to be 4th and goal. 4th and goal from, like, the 2 or the 1 yard line. I think Andy Reid should go for this. I think Andy Reid should go for this. It's going to be close. You could run with Kareem Hunt. Oh, wait a minute. He's going to fumble out of bounds. Oh, are they going to say that he caught it? I don't know what. Okay, so they are going to take the points with Harrison Butker. Make it a touchdown game. You know, I think that if he would have, I don't know if they declared that a catch or not. If you guys could tell me that, I'd appreciate it. If they're giving him a catch on that. Butker drills it. It's 27 or 20-13, 8:44 to go. My goodness. So I guess, did he catch the ball and he fumbled it? I don't know if they called it a catch. That's my only hookup. I don't know if they officially caught it or not. But 20-13. I mean, we knew this game was going to be close, but if your defense can step up here and get off the field, I think we'll feel pretty good about what's going on. Okay, so he didn't have control, so they just didn't call it a catch at all. But okay, good to know. Also, guys, stay tuned. We were going to be doing a live post-game show out here at the Hollywood Casino after this. Usually I'll create another stream. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do a live quick hit. We'll also talk about this game throughout the week and just, other stuff relating to this game. I want to hear what you guys have to think about it because I think we've had good moments. There's obviously been some issues with turnovers and number 2 cornerback, and the receivers are still, but you got to be happy with the position they're in to be up 20-13 late in the fourth quarter. Another perfect long snap by James Winchester. Yeah, guys, he's perfect. James Winchester should get a game ball if we win. No, yeah, our D-line is doing fantastic. And honestly, Max Crosby doesn't have a sack. Mad Max Crosby, the guy that turns up when he plays Mahomes and the Chiefs. Nope. Hasn't happened. Has not happened. For real, King Jamie, for real. I mean, it's not really a glorified position, which I understand why, but no, we need to hang on. We just need to hang on. You got to feel good about the position that they're in, but at the same time, like you could also use another field goal or a touchdown. Make it a 2-possession game. Make it completely out of reach, but you got to feel good. Mahomes has been all right this game. Again, that one interception, I don't know how much I even want to blame him when it hasn't been, him. That ball got tipped. And so, yeah, like it sucks to see that, but it wasn't necessarily his fault. Well, they're not using DeAndre Hopkins because he just doesn't know the offense. I don't think he knows what's going on. He's been more productive in this game than a couple of our wide receivers have all year long. And so I do think that we need to, open up the offense more for him, but that's going to come with more reps in this offense. So I'm not worried at all about the lack of production from your new trade acquisition in DeAndre Hopkins when he's already produced enough in this game and you're up 20-13. Minshew is going to find Bowers for 7 or 8. Oh, that was not Bowers. I just assume every white dude's Brock Bowers. That's probably my bad, but it's going to be 2nd and 3. There's a lot of time left for the Raiders, but at the same time, like they can't dawdle. They can't do that. Minshew fumbled the football. Minshew fumbled the football and Drew Tranquil picked it up. And the defense got the stop that they needed. And you're in great field position now. Minshew gets hit by who else? Big Mike Pennell. I was talking about it, man. Mike Pennell. What did I say earlier in this stream? I said that Gardner Minshew was going to make a couple plays in this game that lost them this football game. And that fumble almost just sealed it. That was insane. I thought he might throw an interception or two, but no, that fumble is just one of those mistakes that the Chiefs defense was able to capitalize on. Wow. Big Mike Pennell, man. We were talking about him. He's just been a dog, man. Mike Pennell has been fantastic. You know what's also another thing about this defense that I kind of completely forgot about? We're going to add Charles Omenihu back to this defense in a couple weeks. We're about to get an edge rusher that can actually produce. And so I'm super excited to, see Charles Omenihu back in this offense. You saw what he did in the AFC Championship game before he got hurt. That strip sack on Lamar Jackson, big time play. Big time play. And it is 28-7 in Denver. So we definitely need to find a way to hold on to win this one because it is ugly. And honestly, if you're the Chiefs right now, I think you run the football. You got to run the football and milk more of the clock. Eddie Alvarez, Minshew is pure trash. What'd I tell you? He was going to make a mistake or two, and you're going to capitalize on it. And that was a big mistake. So when will Pacheco be back? Pacheco's not going to be back for, I would say, at least another month. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, Charles Omenihu, who hasn't played in this defense, has been insane. You add Charles Omenihu back, who's been one of the best acquisitions we've done in years prior. Like, this defense goes from already being, like, all the way up here to, like, raising that level. And that's an exciting thing. So 8 minutes left. Chiefs got the ball back. They're going to run the ball with Kareem Hunt, who gets a solid 6 or 7 on first down. That's what I'm saying, King Jamie. Let's milk the clock. We've got all of this time. You can just milk the clock. But the Raiders aren't very good at stopping the run. And so you could literally just run the football right down their throats. And Ruben, I agree. There's no point even bringing CEH back at this point. I don't think it'd be smart. Snap, they're going to hand it off to Kareem. Kareem's going to get nothing. So it's going to be third down. 3rd and 2. You need to get this first down. Need to get the first down and just keep this clock going. The Raiders are basically playing for their season at this point. It's 2-5. You can't fall to 2-6 and make the playoffs. So this is going to be a big one. I would hand this ball off. I know that hadn't worked on the last one, but might as well. They're going to hand it off. Kareem is going to churn. He's going to get the first down. Doing his job. Keeps this clock going, too. You know what the Chiefs are going to do? They're going to march down the field, and they're going to either kick a field goal or they're going to score a touchdown with 2 minutes to go in this game. Basically make it unable for them to win. The throw and completion to, oh my gosh. Is that going to be Justin Watson for the catch? Gets 8 on first down. We got a packed house here at the Hollywood Casino, by the way. It is packed in here as they are cheering on your Kansas City Chiefs. We haven't really seen much DeAndre Hopkins in the second half. So I will say that there is some stuff I'm going to want to see next game. The Chiefs are going to call their first timeout of the second half. 5:19 to go, guys. We're 5 minutes and 19 seconds away from getting the win. Man. It's been a fantastic game so far for the Chiefs. We've seen them offensively look a lot better. We haven't really seen an embarrassing thing yet, though. We haven't really seen them do the ring around the rosy, or we haven't seen anything ridiculous. And part of that's because this game has been too close to do that. But maybe maybe if they continue marching towards the end zone, we see something. We see something special. Hopefully, that's the goal. Me too, Ruben. Like a couple catches, we gotta like be realistic. We gotta be realistic with what, just what it's been, and that's that he got traded quite literally, like just right off the bat, and so he has no experience in this offense, and it's not an offense that guys just can come in right away and be successful. Like look at Sky Moore. Sky Moore has been horrible when he's been in the system forever. So it's going to take him a couple weeks to get adjusted, but I think he'll be more than okay. Shout out to you, Tony. That live party last year in the playoffs, I did it for Bleacher Report. It was so much fun. Hopkins will see more targets when he learns the playbook better. Right now, he knows a short, scripted set of plays. It'll open up. That's what I'm saying, King Jamie. And shout out to you, King Jamie, for representing on Tuesday nights in the AFC West Roundtable. And shout out to Ruben, too, for being there as well. Guys, I do something on Tuesday nights called the AFC West Roundtable, and it's where we get together and talk crap amongst the teams in the division. And so far, it's been a pretty easy year for me because the Chiefs are undefeated, but it's just so crazy to see all these Raiders fans and Broncos fans and the 3 or 4 Chargers fans that come in. There's a standard that just isn't what the standard is in Kansas City. And so it's been a lot of fun to go on there on Tuesday nights. And it's just kind of like another week where the Chiefs find a way to win. And it's kind of boring to talk about sometimes because they just find a way to get it done. I mean, they just do it better than anyone else. And so far this quarter, the Chiefs have crushed the time of possession battle. And Kareem Hunt on 2nd and 2 is not able to get anything. Did Vegas call a timeout? I can't tell if Vegas called a timeout or not. Why is Max Crosby talking? Like why? Max Crosby is talking when his team has put up 13 points. It's loser mentality, man. And Max Crosby hasn't done anything in this game. He doesn't have a sack. I don't think he has a pressure. Like, he's been a non-factor for this Raiders team. It's 3rd and 2. The Chiefs have been 11 of 14 on 3rd down conversions. They're going to run it. And they're going to find Travis Kelce, who's going to get the first down. And that is a big first down for the Chiefs. Now they're in a goal-to-go situation. And there's a flag. Of course there's a flag. Let's see what this flag is on. It was holding on defense. So Chiefs are okay. And it was Jack Jones. We all remember Jack Jones last year when he caught that pick six and kind of clowned Patrick Mahomes. Well, he just got, for lack of a better term, bitched by Travis Kelce. What a great little conversion on 3rd and 2. You got to know that Travis Kelce is going to get targeted. You got to know that. He's got 90 yards today. Travis Kelce maybe back to doing what Travis Kelce does against the Raiders. That's dominate. Oh, my gosh. So I'm looking at this score right now. It is 12-7 in Washington. Washington's up on the Bears. What an ugly score. And the Bills just clinched their win against the Seahawks. It's 31-10 with 2 minutes to go. 1st and goal for the Chiefs. They're going to hand the ball off with Kareem Hunt, who gets tripped up immediately for loss. You don't like to see that. A touchdown here would seal this game. I'm just going to say that. So a touchdown would be very nice. Second and goal for the Chiefs. 5:03 to go in the fourth quarter. Mahomes takes the snap. Ranging to his left. He's going to throw it to Worthy for the touchdown. Touchdown, Chiefs. And there's a guy running all over the place at the casino. I'm sure he just won some money here at the Hollywood Casino. Wow. Xavier Worthy, 9-yard touchdown reception. It is pandemonium here, guys. What a fantastic route concept. You chipped with a tight end, and Worthy was wide open. Mahomes was able to range to his left. That's all day. That's going to happen all day. Harrison Butker on the extra point. It's going to be good. And the Chiefs are up 27 to 30. Oh, of course, there's a flag on the play. Don't know what the flag is on. Another penalty on the Raiders. So we are good in the extra point stand. So it's 27-13 Chiefs. 4:59 left in the game. 2-possession game. 2-touchdown game. This game's over. This game is over. Good stuff, man. I mean, how many times have we heard, oh, the Chiefs offense, they can't produce, they can't do this, they can't do that. They put 27 points up on the board on the road, and Mahomes is yet again going to win at Allegiant Stadium. He doesn't lose to the Raiders in their home, and it's not going to happen this year. Wow. Yeah, Pierce has the blueprint to stop Pat. And so now that little 12-game winning streak that started when we lost to the Raiders last year, it's going to continue. Chiefs are going to have a 13-game winning streak heading into next week. Listen, they're a machine. The Chiefs are a machine that just keep functioning. And we didn't even see DeAndre Hopkins in this game. I mean, it's other guys that are getting it done. It's Xavier Worthy. It is, Noah Gray and Travis Kelce. They've just found a way to get it done. And actually, I just saw this, that Mahomes has passed 30,000 career passing yards after that throw to DeAndre Hopkins that went for 16 yards. Mahomes is insane, man. And he hasn't even had a Mahomes-esque game. He's just kind of been, doing what he does, and it's been good enough to win. They haven't lost. Man, they're just ridiculous. I mean, they're 7-0. They haven't really played like a Chiefs-esque game. Wow, guys. That's terrifying. Because come playoff time, there's a chance you get Hollywood Brown back. And if you get Hollywood Brown back, you're cooking. At this point, I don't know if he's baby goat. He might just have to be the goat. We'll have to see what he does in January and February, but let's see. I'm going to try to find some stats because right after this game, we're going to break it down here on this live stream, hit you with a quick little post-game wrap-up. We've been talking about this game for 2.5 hours, and so I want to definitely get some more thoughts because honestly, I mean, the team looks good defensively. Offensively, they could still do some more, but I think the big stuff, like if we're looking at the team stats right now, they've dominated. I mean, they have more passing. They've got more passing first downs. The first downs, they got 23 first downs to Vegas's 10, and they've just dominated in that facet. Turnovers, they're tied 1-1. Penalty yards, the Chiefs have had more penalty yards, but in the red zone, the Chiefs are 3 of 4, converting 3 of those, and the Raiders are 1-3. So the Chiefs' red zone inefficiency has been pretty good in this game. And now we're sub 5 minutes in this game, and it would take a miracle for this Raiders team to pull off this upset. I do not think that's going to happen. Again, I want to give a shout out to the Hollywood Casino where I'm broadcasting from at this point. Don't miss a chance at $2,000 Penn Cash. New Penn Play members that download the app within 7 days of signing up can play the Flying Cash Grab and its Raining Gems games for a chance to win up to $2,000 in Penn Cash. Use your Penn Cash at Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway on slots, table games, and dining. I've used it at the dining. Guys, the food here is fantastic. I would highly suggest using it at the restaurants they have here. Plus, use Penn Cash on ESPN Bet to place your bets on your favorite teams. You must be 21 to enter. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Oh, Vegas just got a first down, but I mean, they're playing from behind. They're playing the catch-up game at this point. It doesn't really matter. Man. There is sweet tea, Tony. I did that first live show actually from the casino before KU's first game against Lindenwood, and that was right after we found out the Chiefs' final 53-man roster. So I did a live show from here, and I used some of the stuff on my Penn Play cash card to eat at the restaurants here because it's fantastic food, and I place my bets here. I eat here. It's a great time out here. And the watch parties, each and every single time the Chiefs play, there's something good coming out. Here, and the atmosphere is great, and I would definitely suggest coming out here. $27-13 with 4 minutes to go, guys. Minshew pressured, and that's going to be a flag on the play, and he was a Raiders caught it. Trey Tucker with the catch, but there is a flag on the play, and Chris Jones might be down, though. Chris Jones was down on the field. He slipped. Chris Jones slipped on the play, and I don't know what happened, but it looked like he was down on the ground. That was so weird. But it's going to be 1st and 20 now. Maybe Chris Jones is down on the ground because he's just exhausted at this point. Hell yeah, Tony. It's a great time. I would definitely suggest it. The food is good here at the Hollywood Casino. And definitely place your bets, too. This Chiefs team is just so easy to bet on because they're going to win. You might as well bet straight up. Minshew drops back, throws, it's tipped. That ball was almost intercepted. That would have been insane. That ball was tipped by Tershawn Wharton. Almost a very similar play to what happened earlier in the game when it went off Xavier Worthy's hands and but caught by Noah Gray. 3rd and 10 for this Raiders team. You got to think this is 4-down territory. They got to go for it. Chiefs are going to blitz. He's got to get rid of it. Bowers catches it, and he is going to be probably short of the first down. There might have been holding on that play. 4th and 1. The Raiders are going for it. Minshew drops back, and he throws. Is it complete or incomplete? They're going to say it's a catch. Trey Tucker on the catch. And they got to spike it. They got to spike it because they don't have any timeouts left. Cowboys or Niners? I got Niners 23-14 over Dallas. Honestly, I'm going to go with the Niners just because they did lose last week, and I feel like they're kind of trying to maybe get that get-back game against the Cowboys. But is that game in San Francisco or is it in Dallas? That could also be a big factor on who ends up winning. 2nd and 10 with about 2 minutes and 43 seconds to go. Minshew drops back, looking, and he's going to complete it. And Nick Bolton on the tackle, but that will be good enough for a first down. He was inbounds. He was tackled inbounds, and now Nick Bolton is slow to get up, which is good for the Raiders, actually. Nick Bolton is down to a knee. He gets up, but he does not look good. Maybe the wind got knocked out of him. Yeah, he might have landed right on that foot. Could have had the air knocked out of him. And he's going to have to sit out a play. I just watched Ladd McConkey absolutely moss somebody on the New Orleans Saints. And a theme this year, AFC West teams beating the crap out of the New Orleans Saints. He got it on 3rd and 1. So they do get the first down, but the clock continues to tick. Oh, if it's in San Francisco, I'm going to pick the Niners to win. They'll get their get-back game. The 49ers are the worst good team in the NFL. That's a fantastic way to put it. We are coming up on 3 hours on this stream. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in this game. Minshew drops back. He's going to get pushed out of the pocket. As you can hear from the casino, there's definitely some holding, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds. No flag was thrown. It's going to be 3rd and long. There's no timeouts left. If the Raiders were smart, they would get a playoff before the 2-minute warning. I mean, Minshew's just running for his life. Okay, the Broncos are winning so bad. I just watched a wide receiver make a pass that he completed on 4th and 2. So it's not good in Denver. Oh, actually, to Michael Burton, former Chief Michael Burton. On 3rd down, that ball's going to be caught for a touchdown. There's a couple Raiders fans in here that are cheering, but still an uphill battle for them. It's going to be DJ Turner with the 11-yard touchdown reception. Well, we knew it was going to be close. Monday night, Giants or Steelers? I'll give it to the Steelers. I don't think the Steelers are very good, but I'm going to have to give it to them. They're just, you have to give them the win. I mean, I don't know. If that game's in Pittsburgh, it's even more in the Steelers' favor, but yeah. Here's the thing. They are, and Drew Tranquill is slow to get up. He's walking off the field like he got hurt. Man, we cannot afford any more injuries. They're celebrating like they won the Super Bowl, and they haven't even won the game. Big extra point here. Difference between a 7 and an 8-point game in the case that the Chiefs cannot get a first down. And that is going to be good. So it's going to be 27-20. Chiefs on top in Vegas. It just goes to show you how important that touchdown was by Xavier Worthy. They don't get it. Who knows? Now, I will say, is that a garbage time touchdown by the Raiders? Probably yes. That was a garbage time touchdown. I don't really care about garbage time touchdowns, to be honest with you. Chiefs just need a first down, 2 first downs to be safe, and we'll be good. Shall we see what happens? They're going to try an onside kick here. We'll see if they have any success with that. Just got to fall on it. Just got to fall on it. Man, they better fall on this one. Let's see. Oh my God, they fumbled it, but they recovered it. Oh my gosh. Ortson actually fumbled it, and Noah Gray, I think, picked it up. My heart dropped. So I think we're good. But, man, talk about a scary situation. Wow. So first down wins it. I expect to see a heavy dose of Kareem Hunt so we can close out this game. That was too close for comfort. Yeah, Ruben, he did lay that guy out. That was a big play because if he doesn't hit the Raiders player like that, who knows if that's a play where the Raiders could have recovered that. So, man, that's like I said, too close for comfort on that one. Wow. Goodness gracious. That was scary stuff. I don't know. Was someone down on the play? Someone get hurt? I don't know. But a first down, Chiefs win it. They are a first down away from moving to 7-0 on the season, winning in Vegas again. But you got to get that first down. How many times have we seen the Chiefs maybe not get a first down when they could ice the game? So we got to see it. Got to see it happen. The win and dominance against the Raiders, though, will continue. That's for sure. And it is mostly Chiefs fans at Allegiant Stadium. I mean, hey, it's Arrowhead West. What do you expect? Chiefs fans travel so incredibly well for every divisional game, really every game in general, but especially Vegas. Jody Fortson was the injured player. Okay. Well, Jody Fortson was the guy that fumbled it. We are undefeated in Vegas, Tony. Undefeated in Vegas. Which feels good. Feels good. Man, Jody Fortson's like getting carried off. Oh my gosh. He might be done. I mean, he's dragging his foot. That's horrible. And that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. They could just take a knee. The Chiefs have moved to 32-5 against the AFC West with Patrick Mahomes. And you want to talk about divisional dominance? It's like Max Crosby's talking a little bit. Insane, man. That's dominance at its finest. Kind of surprised though. Like, are they gonna have? They'll have just enough time. A one-score win, and the Chiefs hold on to defeat the Las Vegas Raiders in Las Vegas, 27-20. Now let's get into the post-game show. Let's talk about everything from this game. We've been breaking it down for the last 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours. But I want to give off some of the stats before we get out of here. I'm reading Tony's comment. What about Chiefs Report by Chat Sports? But the Chiefs just dominated this game. I mean, you saw guys that haven't produced this season really produce. I mean, Kareem Hunt had 21 carries for 59 yards, and he had a rushing touchdown. Travis Kelce had 10 catches for 90 yards. He caught a touchdown. Xavier Worthy had 4 catches for 37 yards. He had a touchdown. And you saw, going down the list, DeAndre Hopkins had 2 catches for 29 yards. And I think that is a big thing moving forward. He could be this team's number 1 wide receiver next week. I think he'll know the offense more by then, and so we'll be in a good position. But offensively, you put up 27 points when you didn't really look that great. But the one thing you did do better than you have done in weeks prior, your red zone efficiency. The Chiefs were 3 of 4 in the red zone when they hadn't been very good in the red zone. They actually, let me check, they might actually be better in the red zone than I first read off. They're 3 of 4 in the red zone. Rushing, they had 82 rushing yards to Vegas had 33 rushing yards, ladies and gentlemen. They had 3. They had 33 rushing yards, which is just pitiful. And you can't win a football game like that. The Chiefs had more first downs. They had more passing, more rushing. They had more total plays. They had more total yards. They had the same amount of total drives. They were averaging more yards per play. Passing, it wasn't even close. They had 252 passing yards to Vegas's 195. They dominated. They looked really good in this game. And I think going forward, they're going to have a chance to continue to build on this winning streak. And that is a very exciting thing. So the Chiefs have won their last 13 games. The last time that they lost was to Vegas on Christmas. They get revenge on that loss by beating them in their house, a game that we've already played in their stadium earlier this year where we won the Super Bowl in their house. We have now 2 wins at Allegiant Stadium in 2024. This time it was against a hated Las Vegas Raiders team, and the dominance continues. We'll see what ends up happening when they come to Kansas City later this year. They could still be, they might not win a game until we face them next. It's like they're not a good football team. And Ruben, appreciate you for hopping in here all day long and giving great questions and feedback and just hanging out with us here on the channel. So thank you to Tony, thank you to Peggy, thank you to everybody who came by to this live stream. It's been a fantastic, fun time. Again, I'm out here at the Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway for the final time. Kansas City's new home for sports is at ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway. Watch and win your share of $5,000 in Penn Cash on Sunday, November 17th when Kansas City takes on Buffalo. I will be out here at this game doing a live watch party. I want to see all of you guys out here at the casino and watching this live stream. Place all of your bets at ESPN Bet at the Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway. There's no better spot to place all of your sports bets. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. that's all I have for this watch party, guys. Thank you guys for watching this stream. We had a ton of viewers in here at one point, and I very much so appreciate you guys for watching it. Hit that like button if you haven't already. It helps me out a ton. And definitely check out the Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway and place all of your bets right here. So once again, the Chiefs win and hold on to win in Vegas by the final score of 27-20, continuing the winning streak to 13 games. And Patrick Mahomes handled business against this Las Vegas Raiders team. For Michael Darcy, thank you guys for watching. And once, as I always say, go Chiefs.